for all in attendance. Here is the starting lineups. First, for Newton South Middle School. As senior guard, number 1, Avi Carino. As junior guard, number 2, Kingston Fleming. As senior guard, number 3, Captain Jacob Tubman. As senior forward, number 13, Captain Mateo Lee. And as senior forward, number 21, Nathan Feldman. The coach for the South, Kareem Luma. And now, here's the starting lineup for your Wayland Warriors. A sophomore guard, number 4, James Morris. A sophomore guard, number 10, Jackson Allen. A sophomore guard, number 34, Giovanni Salesman. A junior guard, number 3, Captain Joshua Lewis Scott. And a junior forward, number 23, Captain Cooper McFarland. And coach of the Warriors, Jeff Grogan. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I ask that you please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
We are ready to get things going here one last time for the Warriors at home in what possibly may be the last game we cover this year, barring the girls basketball team earning a home playing game, which we would host. So this could be the last opportunity, and this is a chance for Coach Brew to give those younger players some playtime with Wayland no longer in playoff contention. And as you saw, no seniors in the starting lineup, 3 sophomores in the starting lineup, James Morris and Jackson Noland, 2 that haven't started as much this season but have been key players off the bench the entire year. And so a very young Wayland team going to test themselves against Newton South here tonight. As Newton South looking to close out their season with a few wins, they're 7-7, 3 wins away from a playoff spot. This win would be key for them tonight, and Wayland will hope to play spoiler as McFarland and Lee ready to take the tip. Wayland in the white, Newton South in the blue, and we are underway here on a Thursday night as the tip is won by McFarland after it bobbled in the air, and Salesman immediately will take it in. Salesman will give it. And now McFarland, the junior captain, driving in, and he missed the wide open layup, and that is not the start you want if you're Wayland. Here comes Newton South on the other end as it's Tubman from the corner driving his way in, and a couple of missed layups on each side to start this one tonight. Morris as Wayland moving the ball around fast. He'll drive in, and now he'll kick it out. McFarland, who missed that layup on the first possession, spins his way inside, and then he'll dish it out. Morris, plenty of time for the Warriors. Good ball movement, and Nolan puts up the 3 and in. Great passing from the Warriors, and they're out to a 3-0 lead off the three from sophomore Jackson Nolan. As it's Lee working his way and now giving it up. And Newton South, the answer unsuccessful from Fleming. Nolan trying to push it on the other end, and he draws the foul. It'll go on Fleming, the junior. It'll be his first. Wayland off to a good start here as Nolan, who already has a three, getting to the line. Wayland had such a good start to their season, starting 5-4. They've lost 8 in a row as Nolan misses the first there. But still a lot of positives to take from all the games as Wayland, a very young team, as the second free throw is good, and that'll make it a 4-0 lead. Nolan with all four. As Newton South's going to move it around. And now Fleming will dish it inside. The mid-range jumper is good from the senior captain. Theo Lee knocks it down. Wayland still leading by 2 as Salesman works his way inside and now will give it up. Noland over to Morris. The sophomore spinning his way around, and now he'll give it to Salesman. Salesman tries to find Morris inside, but it's intercepted by Lee. Lee on the other end, the floater from the free throw line is no good and is corralled by McFarland. 2 minutes into this one, Wayland out to a 4-2 lead, and Guy will kick it to the corner, and Morris off the front rim. Unable to knock that down, and now here comes Newton South on the fast break. Fleming as it's picked away by Salesman. Good defense there. Way to get back, and Nolan on the other end. Guy, a fast-paced start to this game. Into Nolan, who has 4. Wide open Salesman inside, misses the layup, and it's rebounded by Newton South. Missed opportunity there for the Warriors. Wayland out to a 4-2 lead. The action slowing down a bit now for the first time in a while. Newton South having trouble with it. Good defense. And they pass it to Bermenko, the senior. They'll reset it with 15 to shoot. Tubman inside. Lee gets the lay. Mateo Lee has all 4 points, and we're square at 4 apiece. Guy taking it up with Bermenko right up on him. Guy trying to do something with it. Now drives in, misses the layup as he was too strong on that one. Maybe looking for the foul. Another 3 from Feldman off the rim. McFarland with another rebound, the junior captain, off to a good start defensively. Salesman crosses over. Now he'll give it up. Noland back to Salesman. Inside, wide open, Morris with a reverse layup. James Morris, a nice bucket. And Wayland back out in front. Now Bermenko giving it up. Wayland with a 2-point lead halfway through this first quarter. And now blazing inside, but short is Fleming. He's struggled so far tonight. Morris, handoff to McFarland, but he lost it. It's on the ground and fought for it. It'll be possession Newton South. And you'll see junior Jack Reniger check in for the first time today, and he's been red hot in the Dome the last couple of games. Scoring 28 in the loss to Acton Boxborough and putting up double figures in the loss against Concord Carlisle. As now you'll see Lee, who has 4, and they traveled. That looked like it was Fleming who traveled. Reniker, who just checked in, will get it into Noland. 3:45 to go. Wayland holding a 2-point lead and the ball. Noland, who has 4, with Tubman, the captain, on him. Noland having trouble. He'll give it up to Reniker. Reniker, who just checked in, gives it to Morris. Wayland having trouble moving it here. Now Guy will retreat. and get it to Reniker with 10 to shoot. Reniker inside, no good. That one a bit too strong. And here comes Newton South on the other end. Bermenko trying to drive in on Noland, and he'll give it up. Now Tubman spinning his way inside, gets the foul and the bucket. Tubman with crafty work there to get around Wayland, and he'll get the end one. The foul will go on to Reniker. Now you'll see junior Josh Grossman, who returned from a suspension earlier this week against Waltham. Grossman, a key part of this team, and we'll see what he can do here as it's 7-6, Newton South after the and one. Guy tries to get it to Grossman. It's batted down, and Newton South coming away with it with numbers. Grossman able to neutralize that for a second. Now Lee will give it up. Fleming passes to Bermenko. Bermenko stop and start, and it's intercepted by Grossman. Grossman trying to take it in himself. He blazes inside the layup, too strong, and put back up with the right hand of Jack Reniker to put Wayland back out in front. Good work from Reniker there to clean that up. And with 2:13 to go, Wayland back out in front. As that one is missed, and Wayland coming up with the rebound and numbers. Noland gives it to Reniker. Less than 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. Guy, who's scoreless so far tonight, will get the foul. As the foul will go on the senior Feldman. That'll send Guy to the line. And Guy, who's one of the better free throw shooters, misses one there. You'll see Salesman check back in. Nolan going to sit down with 4 points. And for Newton South, you're going to see Josiah Latour, the big center, in there. Guy knocks down the second and puts Wayland ahead 9-7. As Newton South tries to get it into Latour, who just checked in, but it's taken away, but Wayland gives it right back up. Now working his way inside, Tubman blocked by Guy. Put back up, blocked by Salesman. Newton South able to get both rebounds, and now the elbow jumper is no good and pulled down by Guy. Excellent defense there from the Warriors. Now Reniker with it. 1:15 to go. Guy. Give it in the corner, and now here's Grossman from the right wing. Over to Salesman. A lot of passing in this first quarter here, and it's helped Wayland to a 9-7 lead. Grossman, nice crossover, puts it up, and that one a bit forced. Less than a minute to go. Newton South trying to capitalize. Latour inside gets the layup. And we're tied at 9 apiece with less than a minute to go. Now the three put up and in from Jack Reniker. Reniker off to a hot start with 5 in this first quarter. As Fleming will give it to Lee. 4-second difference between the shot clock and game clock, and Fleming will put it up. It's no good and pulled down but ripped away. The shot from the free throw line is good as Lee knocks it down, and he's got 6 for the Lions. 10 seconds to go for Wayland as they'll have the final shot. Grossman giving it to Guy. Guy trying to do something with it. 3 seconds to shoot. He'll drive inside and has to put it up. It's no good. And at the end of 1, Wayland does have a 12-11 lead. Very competitive first quarter. Not a lot of stoppages, not a lot of fouls. But no timeouts. And Wayland with a 1-point lead after all of that. And if you're Coach Brewington, definitely some sloppy moments in that quarter, but overall, Wayland looking like a good team, moving the ball well and playing nicely. And we'll see what Wayland could do in the second quarter to try to continue that. And if Newton South will have any counter, I wonder if they'll try to use the big man Latour, given that Wayland isn't the biggest team and is a lot younger. So we'll see if the Newton South tries to lean on that physicality that they have. Only time will tell here as we are ready to get going in the second quarter. Wayland has the arrow. As Wayland will inbound it and Morris will start with it. Salesman looking around, he'll give it to Guy. Guy wide open, Grossman inside for a moment, but he couldn't get the shot up. Salesman from the corner, no good, and pulled down by Latour. Here comes Lee on the other end. As Lee has 6 of the Lions' 12 points. Of the Lions' 11 points. As that one poked away, Salesman with his second steal. Salesman over to Reniker. Reniker passes that shot up. That's a good pass up. And a bad pass there. Going to turn the ball over. Lee with the easy bucket. And Newton South back out in front. 13-12 now. Wayland playing from behind. Almost picked away there. Morris with it. Gives it to Reniker. Fought for Reniker. Good effort to pull that one down and not give up another steal. Wayland having trouble moving this ball, and Guy drives inside and misses the layup. It's batted around. Wayland gets another chance. Reniker with a nice spin. The shot off the rim, and Wayland coming up empty for now, but Grossman pulls it away. Can he stay in bounds? He can, but the layup is no good. Wayland, 3 chances and 3 missed shots. As that shot is off the front iron and pulled down by Guy. About a minute and a half into the second quarter. As Guy with it. And Morris, the shot, no good. And I noticed Newton South playing a lot tighter defense now. All the passes in tight windows. Feldman giving it to Lotcher, who will pass it in. Fleming driving in, and he draws the foul. The foul will be Reniker's second. And Coach Brewington, not liking what he's seeing in the second quarter, calls a timeout. So Coach Brewington calling his first timeout. This is the first timeout by either team here in the second quarter. A very fast-paced first quarter could lead to a slower second one. I heard Coach Brewington in that huddle talking about forcing shots. That's something Wayland doesn't want to do and something they need to avoid if they want a chance at this one. And they did a great job in that first quarter, but we'll see what they can do here in this second to stay with the Lions, as they seem to be pressing the Warriors a lot more. But first, it'll be Fleming at the line with a couple of free throws. And for the first time today, you see senior Charlie Feldman out there. This is his last game in the Dome ever, as Fleming's first shot off the front iron. And he gets the second to make it a 2-point lead for the Lions. Wayland having some trouble as they get the press. As Nolan leaning in and not an air ball. Fighting for it, and it'll stay Newton South ball. You see Jaden Bonnet, the junior, out there for the first time for Newton South. Now here's Nolan playing up tight on Lee, and good defense, and it's stolen away by Feldman. But it was Nolan who forced that one. Feldman will bring it up and then give it to Noland. Noland over to McFarland. McFarland to a wide open Noland, and he missed the layup, and that's been the story of tonight so far. Newton South trying to take advantage on the other end, but it was bobbled. Now inside, as that will be tried to be saved by Locher, but out of bounds. And you'll see Tubman check back in. Senior captain guard. Newton South with that press again. Salesman inside. Good job breaking the press by the Warriors. Feldman dribbling around. Spinning and gives it up. McFarland over to Reneker. Whalen looking a lot more fluid with these ball movements than before the timeout. McFarland retreating back. 10 to shoot for the Warriors. Feldman driving in, picked away by Bonnet. Bonnet, the junior, giving it up. The wide open three for Tubman is no good, but fought for by Lee. Lee goes back up with it, misses, and it'll stay Newton South ball as that touched Nolan's hand last. Inside, Lee over to Locher, who gets his second bucket. The junior coming off the bench has 4. Noland over to Feldman, who will pass that one up. 4-point lead, the largest of the game for the Lions, halfway through the second quarter of play. Noland, Whalen needing to get something going as they've been scoreless in this second quarter. And Reneker's shot is off there. Oh, here's Tubman with it. Tubman, the 3 off the front iron. Put back up by Locher, again off, and now pulled down, and Reneker will draw the foul. As Locher got a bit too handsy there, and it'll be his first. Now you'll see Guy and Grossman back out there. And we'll see how these guys do with the press as they just checked in. Salesman having trouble. Good spin to get out of that, and now he has a lane. He'll take it himself and get the layup. And now Whalen breaks the scoring drought of over 5 minutes. Salesman with his first bucket of the day. Whalen within 2. Locher working on McFarland, and McFarland tipped that away. The 3-pointer is no good, but fought for by Locher. Locher looking tired, working hard out there. Now from the corner, it's Tubman. Back into Locher, who will hand it right back. The handoff to Fleming. Good defense from the Warriors. Fleming with Guy on him. He wants the screen from Locher. He gets it, and he'll give it up. Now that one put up and no good. Rebounded, and drawing the foul is Mateo Lee. As Corey Chin's 3 was no good, but Lee with the rebound earns the free throws. And Lee to the line. As Lee with this free throw can get to double figures already. And the second free throw is good. A perfect trip from Lee makes it a 4-point game for the Lions. That one a bad pass, but Whalen gets bailed out there. And now Grossman will inbound it from midcourt. Grossman into McFarland, who will hand it off to Guy. Guy from the left wing. Now Noland at the top of the key. A lot of Warriors on that left-hand side for a moment, but they clear out. And Guy drawing the foul on the floor. The foul will go on Reynolds Villar, who just checked in. Now Grossman inside, the beautiful layup. Josh Grossman puts Wayland back within 2 and gets his first bucket of the game. Now driving inside is Tubman, the layup no good. Put back up Lotcher, blocked by McFarland, but he gets it again and puts it in. Lotcher earning it inside, and it's a 4-point game. Is that one pulled down by Wayland? Guy inside, the layup no good. Wayland been missing layups all night. And now Lotcher inside, stopped. And now Wayland with numbers. 2 Newton South players behind the play, and Grossman just waltzes in and takes the layup. And he's fired up with 1:05 to go in this first half. Less than a minute to go. Lotcher inside, he's been working in this past minute, and he'll try the mid-range shot, and it's no good. Put back up as that one bobbled, and Lee just takes the easy layup. And Guy frustrated. .40 seconds to go, 13-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. That one almost turned over. McFarland takes it inside and gets the easy layup. That'll make it a 2-point game. McFarland, the junior captain, gets his first bucket. And now Newton South with the final shot. Wayland does have a couple of fouls to give. Tubman inside. No good. Lee, can he get another rebound? They're going to call a foul with 6.9 to go. Foul go on Grossman. Wayland still with one more foul to give, something you might think about. And we'll see if they try to foul. A salesman back out there. Lee will try to force his way inside the shot. No good. And at the end of the first half, Wayland only down by 2. A solid first half, although it was Newton South who took the lead at the end of that second quarter. And at the end of the first half, it's Newton South 22 and Wayland 20. As McFarland rips it away, but his foot stepped on the line and he turns it over. A little bit of momentum towards the Warriors side, though, after that play. And now Tubman will get started with it. Fleming working his way, and now he'll give it up. He shimmies over, and now he'll give it to the top over to Bermenko. Fleming, who had only 1 point in that first half, able to get to the line right away here. Fleming put up a lot of shots in that first half, only getting 1 point for his efforts, missing most of the shots. All the shots. But he'll knock down the first free throw there. He had a 1-for-2 trip in that first half. And he'll go perfect this time, and he'll put Newton South back out in front by 4, where they've been multiple times. Guy taking it up, the junior captain, with a beautiful find for James Morris, who knocks the layup down, although it bounced a few times. Wayland back within 2 right away. Morris with 4. Now Fleming inside, and he's starting to heat up as he's got all 4 for the Lions in this second half. Now Nolan on the other end, able to draw the foul. As the foul will be Fleming's second. And now here comes Nolan to the line. He went 1 for 2 during his trip in the first half. Nolan scored all 4 of Wayland's first points, but then fell quiet the rest of the half. And he starts the second half out hot too with a perfect trip of the line. Wayland back within 2. Now it's Lee, their leading scorer, who gives it back to Fleming, the hot hand, and Fleming gets to the line again. As that one will go on Nolan, it'll be his second. And Fleming, who's 3 of 4 at the line today, will have another chance. And he misses the first there. So he'll go 1 of 2 this time, and now makes the Newton South lead 3. Now Morris gets it out of the corner. Whereas with great ball movement, Morris has it inside. Nolan, the floater, is perfect. As it's the tale of 2 players right now, Jackson, Nolan, and Fleming for Newton South, as now Tubman enters the conversation drawing the foul. As that will go on Morris. As Nolan, Wayland's leading scorer now with 8. Now you see Newton South wasting no time putting in 2 of their centers. As sophomore Jonathan Hunt going to see the court for the first time, as well as junior Josiah Latour. So you see what they're obviously trying for is size. As an empty trip of the line there for Tubman keeps it a 1-point game, and now Guy will make it a Wayland lead for the first time since early in the second quarter. And Launcher answers on the other end, and we will see how this size comes to work out. Nolan having some trouble with it. Now Guy, who just got on the board, inside the paint and gets it away. McFarland, the open 3, no good. On the other end, the layup too strong. Launcher has it back, and Fleming will reset it. Newton South leading by 1, although Wayland playing a lot stronger in the second half. Lee fighting and draws the foul. As Wayland having trouble avoiding the fouls, and they're already in the penalty in this third quarter. As that'll be Nolan's third. You're going to see Renneker and Grossman check back in now. As Newton South will have free throws for the rest of this quarter. Lee misses the free throw. Lee had 12 points in this second half. Now trying to get on the board here for the first time. And he'll knock down the second. Newton South up by 2, although they've failed to convert on a bunch of free throws. Only 4 of 8 in this second half. And now McFarland, the nice jumper is good. Wayland has tied it up. Wayland putting on a mini press there, kind of. A little bit of pressure. Now Lautro trying to get going again. McFarland kind of got in his way. And now Wayland will take it back as they're able to shut down the big man from Newton South. Renneker, the 3, no good. Fought for and pulled down by the Lions. Here's Tubman bringing it up. Tubman all by himself, blocked by McFarland, but rebounded, and drawing the foul is Hunt. And Hunt, sophomore center, to the line. Hunt misses, and Newton South continues to miss their free throws, but they get the rebound there. The mid-range jumper, and that's a double whammy for the Warriors as they give up 3 points on that possession. Newton South now back out to a 3-point lead. Salesman halfway through this third quarter of play. McFarland inside. Grossman drawing the pressure, and now the Renneker takes the open three, but it's off the rim. Pulled down, and McFarland the easy layup after Grossman with the rebound and assist. McFarland now with 4 all in this second half. As now Lee trying to fight his way by Grossman and somehow puts that in. Ridiculous stuff from Lee, and he's got 14. A high-scoring third quarter as Salesman driving in, gets the layup. Gio Salesman with his second bucket. And it's a 1-point game again as both teams blowing past the other. Wayland with a lot of fouls, though. Lee inside the launcher. He draws the foul and one. And that'll be the third on Renneker. As Launcher up to double figures now for the Lions. As I think Newton South might have found one of their keys to winning this game. As the free throw is good. Now Guy on the other end. The Warriors back down 4 again. They've been in that deficit many times tonight. McFarland from the corner. Off the iron. Now here's Lee. Over to Fleming now. Tubman in the corner. Lee. That one falls short. And they throw it away. Tubman blocked by McFarland. Tubman down on the other end with Lee behind the play. Renneker. And I don't know why Renneker would force that as Wayland had numbers. But now Newton South back with it on the other end. Lee gets the layup. Newton South with their largest lead of the game. With 2:11 to go here. And Salesman is fouled there. As they call the foul on Tubman, the senior captain gets his first. Now the three, he'll try it. McFarland is short. Less than 2 minutes to go. Newton South trying to extend what's already their largest lead of the game. Fleming will put it up and nail it. Kingston Fleming, this junior guard, knocks it down, and Newton South with a 9-point lead now in this third quarter. Wayland now desperate to get back into this. Grossman looking around. It's Nolan who's been hot all game. Over to McFarland again, and he's been off time and time again from that corner here tonight. Hunt on the other end. No good. Put back up and in. Timeout, Wayland. As Lee with 16 and Wayland giving up a 10-0 run, and now Newton South is all just like that, up by 11. As this game has been neck and neck the whole way, but a 10-0 Newton South run has put them way ahead. And now Wayland has a lot of ground to make up if they want a chance in this one. As it started with the fouls, and then Newton South started to find their way inside it. I think they found one of the keys is just being physical in that paint, as they've scored most of their buckets inside here. Although it's also helped that Fleming is heated up. The junior who had 1 point in that first half has 5 here in this third quarter. So Wayland will have it, down 11. Nolan with it. Nolan the screen, driving inside, and the layup is off. Not what you want to see there. And now Newton South going to try to take advantage even more. Tubman with it. The three, Lautrer will try it, and it's off. As the big man wanted to try one there. Guy crosses over, going inside and kicks it away, but he'll miss the pass to McFarland. And another timeout from Coach Brewington, and Guy frustrated. It's Coach Brewington, who just called a timeout 30 seconds ago, already calls another one. He's yelling, figure it out. It's Coach Brewington trying to will his team back into this game, down 11. If you're just joining us, this game neck and neck, Newton South getting out to multiple 4-point leads, but Wayland always clawing back and taking a couple of leads of their own. But all of a sudden, just a few minutes ago, Newton South went on a 10-0 run. And now with 41.5 to go, Coach Brewington has called 2 timeouts in 30 seconds. As the Warriors trying to find a way back into this one. As Newton South will have it with a 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tubman will set it up. Tubman over to Lee, who's been the Lions' leading scorer. He'll go into Lautrer, and Lautrer red hot here in this second half. He's got 12, and Wayland can't seem to stop him. A 12-0 run for the Lions. Wayland with the final shot. Nolan working his way in. Now Reneker will try the three. Wayland needing that, but he misses. It's going to be fought for, and they're going to call it jump ball. And that'll be Wayland possession. As Grossman into Reneker. Now Grossman spinning his way inside. It's blocked by Lautrer with 4.6 to go. Wayland with one more chance to get a little bit closer before the end of this third quarter. As McFarland looks and finds an open Morris. Morris into Nolan, who just gets it up, and Wayland able to get on the board, but not before a 12-0 Newton South run has them out in front by 11 after 3, 47-36 Newton South leads. As Wayland led this game at 32-31. And since then, Newton South has gone on a 16-4 run that has them out in front by 11. And Wayland going to have 8 minutes to make this right and avoid suffering their 9th straight defeat. As Newton South had the arrow, Wayland with it. Fleming looking around. And now we'll retreat it, and you wonder if Newton South will take a slower approach in this fourth quarter. Nope. Inside is Lutcher to put them out in front by 13. He's got 14 himself. And he came off the bench. But he's become a key part in this Newton South lead, as McFarland able to draw the foul. The foul will go on Hunt. And now Morris with it. McFarland from the other side knocks it down. McFarland was struggling from that left corner, but he knocks it down on his first attempt in the right corner. And Wayland back within 10. Now Fleming the deep three. No good, and tracked down by Salesman. 7 minutes to go. You wonder if they try to find McFarland in that corner again. Salesman into Grossman, the wide open feed. Salesman to Grossman makes it an 8-point game, and Wayland with a 5-0 run here. With an 8 with 6:40 to go. Fleming on the other end answers. Fleming's got 7 in this second half. And Newton South back out to a 10-point lead. Noland on the other end, over to Grossman, who lost it. Newton South pushing it with Fleming. In to Tubman. Tubman over to the mid-range jumper from Lee, the captain. Lee's got 18 tonight. And it's a 12-point lead for the Lions with 6:08 to go. Desperation time for the Warriors, and they're going to call a foul there, as Tubman reached in. That'll be the second team foul. And there's 6:05 to go. Wayland trying to get back into this one. McFarland. The handoff to Morris. Morris back over to McFarland. McFarland, the turnaround jumper is no good, but Morris able to get it back. He misses that floater, and Wayland, with 5:52 to go, has Newton South with the ball. Watcher inside will give it Lee. The jumper is good, and Lee has 20 tonight. He's their leading scorer. 55-41 with 5.5 minutes to go. Wayland needing to get back into this one. Noland over to McFarland. Morris. Grossman. The crossover. Gets by Watcher but misses the layup. On the other end, the layup no good. Wayland with a bit of an advantage. Salesman going to push it. Grossman with another chance inside and gets the layup. Grossman, who was angry after missing that first one, knocks one down just 10 seconds later. Wayland back within 12, but under 5 to go. Fleming from way downtown, no good, and that would have felt like a dagger. Fleming has it back, and Wayland able to take it away. Here comes Morris, who feeds it to Salesman. Salesman. Now McFarland over to Grossman. Good passing from the Warriors. Salesman with Fleming on him, gets it inside to Morris, and Morris makes it a 10-point game. Back-to-back buckets for the Warriors. As with 4:10 to go, you see Guy ready to check back in. He can take games over, and that one will stay Newton South ball. With 4:05 to go, Wayland within 10, and also Ranico checking back in. As Fleming has it. Fleming inside gets the bucket, and Wayland going to need to start getting stops. Newton South starting to get closer to that point where Wayland won't be able to catch up anymore. Reniker, the fadeaway off the front rim. As there's Bermenko over to Lautcher. The floater is good. Newton South, their largest lead of the game with just 3.5 minutes to go. Wayland needing a bucket here. Reneker from the corner. Air ball, and this could do it. Wayland fighting to steal it away, and they'll call a foul instead of a jump ball. The foul will be Nolan's fourth. But with 3:21 to go, there are other concerns here for the Warriors. As the clock continues to tick down, and you wonder if the Lions will slow it down now. Fleming. Now Lee, their leading scorer, inside working on Guy, and gets the crafty bucket. 16-point lead for Newton South. Lee with 22. Noland looking around. Wayland has to make up a lot of ground. And Guy from the top of the key. Fought for, and it'll stay Wayland's possession. And now Newton South's going to unload a bunch of their bench. Coach Brewington has not waved the white flag yet, but Wayland turns it over to there with 2:42 to go. As Guy has him trapped in the corner, 2.5 minutes to go. Assuming this result holds, Wayland going to suffer their 9th straight loss. As that shot is put up by Bonnet, but no good. 2:20 to go. Guy on the other end. Guy, a nice pass, but McFarland missed the layup. Wayland trying to take it back away on the other end. Guy fakes out the defender, Villar, and gets the layup to make it a 14-point game, but only 2 minutes left. Bonnet on the other end, pushing it, spinning. And then Shin will finish it to make it a 16-point game. As Wayland stayed in this one for a while, but looks like they're going to come up short here with 1:35. As now Coach Brewington going to wave the white flag and send in some guys off the bench, and all of them, besides Guy, going to be seniors. Guy misses the end one. As you're going to see Anish Vishwanathan, Will Walters, Charlie Feldman back out there. He played a little bit earlier. And Armand Desai also out there. Will Walters lost it. And Newton South has it back for a moment, but Guy takes it away. Guy called for the offensive foul. And Guy will take a seat for the last time tonight. We'll check out with 7. Now both teams have emptied their benches. 1:08 to go. Newton South going to improve to 8-7. They'll hope to continue their quest towards the playoffs as they head back home to face Everett. Wayland going to suffer their 9th loss straight. And they're going to play Dover Shoreborn on the road in their next game. As Desai inside will kick it out. This is these seniors' final time playing in the Dome ever. And they're hoping to finish strong, but Feldman turned it over. Is that three off the backboard? Salesman on the other end. Wayland going to have their final shot of the game here. Feldman looking around. Over to Salesman. Now Feldman with 10 to shoot. Desai going to have a nice moment there as he gets a bucket in the final seconds, but Wayland going to fall short. 63-51 your final score. As Newton South improving to 8-7 on the season. Wayland